Hey guys, Dr. Mike Silvestri here with Silvestri Chiropractic and Wellness in Boone Township, Pennsylvania. Wanted to talk to you today about blood pressure. I always get a lot of questions on blood pressure and high blood pressure in particular, what we call hypertension. First thing I'd like to discuss is what controls blood pressure in the human body. So the first thing is the nervous system, specifically the autonomic nervous system, what I like to call the automatic nervous system. In other words, you don't have to think about it, it just does it. And it does this by constricting and dilating your arteries when needed. When it dilates the arteries, the pressure goes down. When it constricts, the pressure goes up. That's the short-term control of blood pressure. So think of the autonomic nervous system as a short-term control of blood pressure. The long-term control of blood pressure is through your kidneys, actually. And it gets very complex as well, a lot more complex than we need to get in this video. But just think of that as the long-term control. So we have both short and long-term control of blood pressure. Next thing we want to talk about is what is really the cause of high blood pressure. There's thousands of Americans today that suffer from high blood pressure. They're on medications for it to lower the pressure. One thing I'd like to drive home with you is if the body is increasing its blood pressure, it's doing so for a very specific reason. The human body is very intelligent. I've talked about this in other videos. So we need to work with the body rather than take a drug to reduce the blood pressure, because we have to find out why. One of the major causes of high blood pressure, or hypertension technically called, is a toxic deficient lifestyle or toxic deficient circumstances. What do I mean by this? Well, we have so many toxins in our food supply. We have Roundup or glyphosate, all these pesticides, fungicides, food additives that contribute to the toxicity or the excessive toxicity of our body, including our blood, and that will increase your blood pressure. Of course, there's always toxins in the environment as well that we have to be concerned about. The other cause of high blood pressure or hypertension is stress. We talk about stress in other videos as well. Increased stress will increase your blood pressure because that's that fight or flight side of our nervous system, the sympathetic side of our nervous system that will increase our blood pressure under stress, which is a normal response, by the way. The other thing that causes high blood pressure is a diet high in what we call polyunsaturated fats. These are fats that we need a certain amount of, but too much of them can lead to problems. So in particular, where do these fats come from? Well, corn oil, soy oil, canola oil, things like this we want to try to avoid as much as we can because they are high in those fats. And importantly, what these actually do is they actually cause clumping of the red blood cells, okay? So the clumping of the red blood cells is a huge problem because basically that just makes your blood unhealthy. We don't want that, which will increase the blood pressure. Another thing that causes high blood pressure, kind of overlooked, we always know the importance of drinking a lot of water, but dehydration. Most people today are dehydrated, they don't drink enough water, and they also don't eat enough potassium to hold that water inside their cells either. You may have heard a lot of things about blood pressure and salt, having a reduced sodium or reduced salt diet. In fact, it's more important for you to have increased potassium in your diet through eating a lot of green leafy vegetables, through eating things like dates, sweet potatoes, just really a lot of the plant foods, foods that come from the ground are going to have a lot of potassium in general. So that's very important. So again, the causes of high blood pressure. Number one is toxic deficient lifestyle and stress. Number two is the increased polyunsaturated fats through corn, soy, and canola oil. And number three is dehydration. So if you have high blood pressure, you need to address those things and correct them and work with your body to do so. In most circumstances, the blood pressure will come down. Of course, in extreme circumstances with high blood pressure, in a crisis type of situation, you need to do what you need to do and use whatever you need to use. And if that includes, drugs and pharmaceuticals, then you can work with your medical doctor on that if it's a very, very serious situation. But in most cases, you can correct it through diet, lifestyle, stress reduction, things like that. So again, guys, my name is Dr. Mike Silvestri with Silvestri Chiropractic and Wellness, Boone Township, Pennsylvania. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me at 412-302-7526. Look forward to many more videos in the future about chiropractic and health and wellness. I'll be doing a lot more videos on specific ailments of the human body and how to actually correct them and get to the root cause rather than just treat the symptoms. Thanks, guys. Have a great week. Talk to you soon.